Hey guys, what's up? This is Brian with Bear Cards 34. Today I'm coming at you with a throwback video. This is my first throwback video. Hope you guys will enjoy it. There are Throwback Thursday videos and things like that quite frequently on Facebook, and I've really enjoyed those. And I was watching one the other day from House of Cards. Shout out House of Cards. He opened, I think it was the 1990 Fleer box, and it got me quite nostalgic, so I decided to look online to see if there were any decent deals on any of the boxes from around that time of sets that I had never completed. And I did take a look at the 1991 Pinnacle, and that was their Premiere Edition. I don't know how many years they made it, not for very many, I don't think. But anyway, this set here is about 400 cards, and when I looked through my old book, I noticed that I was short by about 50 or 60 cards. So my hope is that potentially I'll fill this set up with this box here. I did make a list of the cards that I need, and there are quite a few. I highlighted a handful of the best ones right there. So you can see Troy Aikman, Montana, Marino, Irvin, Barry Sanders, Lawrence Taylor, and Jerry Rice, to name a few. Now there are actually 4 Barry Sanders cards in this set, and I'm missing 3 of them, so I'd be very thrilled to get those. Although I'm a diehard Bears fan, always loved Barry Sanders. All right, so I did put those the rookie cards of those guys in the background, except for Montana. Never did pull that one, unfortunately. But those are there just to kind of remind me that they're the big ones I'm searching for. So we'll go ahead and get into this. This is, like I said, the 1991 Pinnacle football set. Now, this set is... one thing that it's notorious for is that it does not have a rookie card of Brett Favre. Now, when I was looking for this box online, I did notice that some people who were selling this box were making a comment about Favre rookies. And in fact, just know there is not a Brett Favre rookie in here. In fact, the rookie class itself, other than Favre, is somewhat weak, I would say. There is... Ed McCaffrey, who is Christian McCaffrey's dad. He had quite a nice career for himself with the Giants and the Broncos. In fact, wow, there we go, kinda. And I think that's Johnny Johnson on the front, if I remember right. He's a Cardinal. Anyway, it's kind of a big box, a lot of cards in here. So my plan is to just do half of these today, and then I'll get to the other half next time. So we'll go ahead and take 2 of these out, and then we'll save the rest for another video here. All right, so ultimate goal, like I said, is to try to complete my set if possible, but if not, I'm hoping at least to get these Hall of Famers from the background here. Now, one nice thing about this set is that there are over 40 Hall of Famers featured in this set. Along with Ed McCaffrey, Eric Bieniemy's rookie card is in here. Not known so much for his NFL career, but he is a potential up-and-coming head coach. I think he'll be getting a job relatively soon. Russell Maryland as well for the Cowboys. There are 58 rookie cards in this. And the funny thing is, I don't think it's in the box. Let me double-check. Yeah, I don't see it here in the box, but there was this anti-counterfeiting it was an anti-counterfeiting plastic device, I guess you would call it, that I had, and I looked around for it. I couldn't find it. I know I've got it somewhere, but if you look on the back of these cards here, right there, there was a device where when you put it over that, it would say, it says Pinnacle or something to that effect, maybe Score. But anyway, there's a word that is printed right there when you put it on there, just to know that it's not a counterfeit. Now, what's funny, of course, is this is the junk wax era. No one's going to counterfeit any of these cards ever, so it's kind of funny when you really think about it. But anyway, this is the standard card. I'll get to a decent player here in a moment. Okay, here's a rookie. Here's what the rookies look like. So you'll notice the difference here. The rookies have kind of a green background as opposed to the black. Now, also... okay, so we'll take Mo Lewis, for example. Well, let's do a pro. Okay, so again, Drew Hill. he was pretty good in his time. Had some good seasons with the Oilers. So you have two pictures on the front, and then you also have a picture here on the back. So you're getting quite a lot of, you're getting a handful of pictures here. A little bit of blank space with the with those, but I still think they look pretty sharp. All right, so we've got game winners, Gaston Green. Now this is him before his career kind of took off with the Broncos. And here we'll have game winners of Ernest Biner. So you'll see here, one's just kind of up and coming, 451 total yards compared to Biner there. And then this is kind of a cool little card. They kind of celebrated the Immaculate Reception. Nice little card. So that's kind of what you can expect out of this. There are no subset cards. The only cards that are subset are part of the actual set themselves, at least as far as I know. There is a promo card of Emmitt Smith. The only difference between it and the other version of the card is that on the back it mentions that he held out in training camp. And so these cards here, overall, you can get them relatively cheap. I mean, I think I paid, well, here we go. Here's a Hall of Famer, James Lofton. Loved James Lofton. But I think I paid $20 for this box. Okay, Hall of Famer Richard Dent, Super Bowl 20 MVP. Nice card there. One thing I'm very relieved on is that these cards are not stuck together whatsoever. And so definitely, now I know this is a card I've never had before. I don't recognize that at all. But yeah, they're not sticking together at all. The cards are doing well considering how old they are. The packages are a little tricky. All right, Chris Dishman. Dwayne Bickett. Pat Swilling. This guy was awesome back in the day. So these cards came out when I was, let's see, how old was I? 14, I think. And I really liked this collection. I think it's a pretty nice set here. All right, now this right here is an example. These are the idols. So I'll show you here on the back. So this is Jim Breach, I believe, and Jan Stenrud. And, so you'll see here, so Jim Breach is basically saying that, Jan was one of his idols. And you'll notice here card number 374 in the bottom left. So although these days we'd be seeing stuff like these as subset cards, however, here they are just part of the original set. Man, you know what happens too is like going through all these rookies, these are like first, second round draft picks. Looking back on it now, just seeing how many of them didn't really make all that big of a splash. All right, guys, Chicago Bears, beautiful. Warren Moon, another Hall of Famer right here. Sterling Sharp, somebody who I think definitely should be in the Hall of Fame. Gary Clark. All right, here we go. Junior Seau, early on in his career. That's a nice card there. Ronnie Harmon. Stan Thomas. Man, this guy was a bust for the Bears. And he yelled at Coach Ditka as a rookie, so I always disliked him for that. Brownie Nagel. Jackie Slater, another Hall of Famer. He was an offensive lineman for Walter Payton in high school, or not high school, college. Jackson State, I believe. Yeah, so he was a great one. Okay, this is one of the cards I did not have. Awesome. Head-to-head, Barry Sanders and Joey Browner. It's a nice card there. And on the back, you get that. These are nice. These are nice cards. Anyway, yeah, I paid about $20 for this. I think if you're looking for an older set to kind of take a look at, this is a good one. And then right here we have, these are kind of an interesting set as well. Kind of shows some of the skill players and the assets that they have. Category, the technician, subject blocking. And Art Monk. Love Art Monk. I found out recently he's as far as I know, I think they say he's the only player who did not wear the NFL logo on the front of his jersey. Those we see those a lot nowadays in those 101s. But anyway, he did not wear that. And when he was asked about it, he said because he's more of a team-oriented guy. Hostetler, shout out House of Cards. So to him, it was all about the team. For him, the Redskins. Emmitt Smith, very nice card there. That's a good one. So to him, he basically felt, okay, another one, Reggie White, Hall of Famer. But he said he didn't want the NFL logo anywhere on him. He just wanted his Redskins logo. So it was about him and his team and not the NFL as a whole. Very competitive player, great player. Another Huey Richardson. Okay, so here's one for the punter Sean Landeta. Game winners Herschel Walker. He was always fun to watch when I was a kid, both for the Cowboys and the Vikings and the Eagles. Yeah. All right, so we've got another pack here. So we've gotten a subset Barry Sanders. I don't think I've missed any of these other guys, but maybe I have. Guess I can look back later to find out. On the next video, I'll let you guys know how much closer I am to my set as well. Howie Long, one of the greats. Chris Carter, excellent player there. So this would be, that might be his first year on the Vikings. And you can see 27 catches, 413 yards, and a career totals 1,863 after a couple years with the Eagles before that. You know, he took a few years to really catch on, and then he was just amazing. Hall of Famer. Another Hall of Famer right here, Kevin Green, back with the Rams. Brian Jordan. This guy played baseball as well, Major League Baseball, just like Dion. Oh, blasphemy. Jim McMahon on the Eagles. It's painful, but it's true. All right, I kind of just pretend like that never happened, and he was always a Bear and still is. All right, Marcus Allen, another Hall of Famer. Sammy Smith, and Phil Simms. Not in the Hall of Fame, but close. Hopefully you guys are liking these okay. I plan on doing a few more throwbacks eventually. Morton Anderson, Hall of Fame kicker. John Elway, excellent. Another nice card. You know, so again, like if you're looking for getting some Hall of Famers, and here we go. This is one of the ones I needed. So I got that one now. Michael Irvin. I'll go ahead and put him in front of his rookie card there. But if you're looking for a relatively cheap box to open from the old days with lots of Hall of Famers, not necessarily some great rookies. I mean, how nice would it be if we had one of these of Brett Favre, right? But it's a fun set. Oh, hey, here we go. Christian McCaffrey's father, Ed, who had multiple 1,000-yard years with the Broncos. That's a nice card right there. And here's what the back of the rookie cards look like. So a nice photo shot as well for those. Tim Barnett. Ooh, very nice. I don't think I had this. Let's see. Yeah, I did not have this either, so this is a good one. Two of the greats of all time, Jerry Rice and Darryl Green. Very cool. All right. And I also did not have this card. This is Joey Browner. So for him, let's see, the subject or the category is technician, subject tackling. All right. He was great, too. He really was. Now, these are kind of interesting cards. These are just kind of getting to know the players a little better. And here you'll see Pro Sideline. And it talks about his love of playing pool. There we go. All right. Next pack. Okay. Jim Lachey. That looks a little blurry there. Okay. Bruce Matthews. There we go. Mecklenburg. He was a good player. Hall of Famer right here. Rod Woodson. Fred Barnett. Pat Leahy. Hardy Nickerson. Eugene Lockhart. Atwater. And Atwater and Bruce Smith as well, Hall of Famers. Joe Morris on the Browns. So this guy is mostly known for being on the Giants, but it looks like end of his career, moved over to Cleveland. And then Johnny Johnson, I believe he's on the, I think this is him right here. Yeah. So he's on the cover there. So how did he do the year before? 926 yards, 4-yard average. Not quite what I would anticipate as being like, you know, the guy to sell your product, but, you know, that's cool, you know. Okay. All right. We got Landetta. Barry Foster. Trying to get these cards to focus a little more there. Steve DeBerg had quite the long career and some very successful years as well. David Little. So this guy, he wrote me back through the mail. I loved this guy. He sent back a few cards, autographed. And then I found out a few years back, he passed away. He was lifting weights. And I think, if I remember right, the weights fell onto his neck and killed him. It's like awful. Really, really sad there. Anyway, not to bum you guys out, sorry. But yeah, it was nice that he sent those cards back. All right, head-to-head, another pair of Hall of Famers. Thurman Thomas and Lawrence Taylor. Ooh, and another one. And I don't have this either. Great. Steve Young and Bruce Smith. Excellent. Steve Young, BYU. I'm in Utah and always collecting the guys who played locally. And then Reggie White, the late, great Reggie White. Yeah, he was always known as the Minister of Defense. And this will talk about his, strong religious convictions. And he also wrote me back, sent autographed cards back. And I remember on each of the cards, he took the time not only to sign his whole name, but to write the John 3:3-16 on each card as well. I mean, nowadays we get autographs and it's like a squiggly line or something. And so shout out to him for taking the time for that. Another Howie Long, another John L. Williams. So you'll see, some of these you're going to get. I think this guy invented the Lambeau Leap. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but Anthony Johnson. Okay, Harvey Williams. He ended up having a couple good years. I think on the Raiders he did pretty well there for a couple of years anyway. Bobby Wilson. Oh, here's a nice one. Dan Marino and Terry Bradshaw. There's a couple of the greats for sure. Yeah. And this Darryl Green, I know that I do not have this as well, so that's good to see. And Reggie Roby. Okay, let's see. We've got a handful of packs left. And like I said, tune in for another one of these. I'll bust the remaining packs open. Okay, Ronnie Lott on the Raiders. Jim Breach, Eric Metcalf, Gary Plummer, Brian Noble. All right, here we go. One of the greats. Samurai Mike Singletary. Steve Jordan. In fact, this is the father of Cameron Jordan, who's, I think, who's he on the Steelers? Steve Atwater again, Bruce Smith, Christian Okoye. This guy was a beast. I mean, just look at that, right? Look at that. If you never got a chance to see him play, Google him and watch his highlights. He had some good ones. Bart Oates, another BYU guy. So he became a lawyer, and that kind of just is a shout-out to his law career. All right, Hugh Millen. Obviously, there's a lot of debate. Who was the greatest quarterback for the Patriots? Was it Hugh Millen or Tom Brady? I mean, and I don't know. I don't know. Different eras, right? Jack Del Rio. A lot of you guys will know him from his coaching career. Another junior. Another Harvey. Definitely going to get some duplicates here. All right, Neil Anderson. He replaced Walter Payton. They drafted him in '86. Payton retired after the '87 season. And Neil Anderson was great for a handful of years, like multiple Pro Bowls, just a solid running back. And then kind of went downhill all of a sudden and just was kind of gone, retired a little early. But he was great when he was there for a while. All right, so this is, who's that? Steve DeBerg and Roman Gabriel. And then here's a shout out to the Super Bowl that year. And then it has some Super Bowl records on the back. So that's card number 389. For all I know, that's the last card in the set. I'm not sure exactly. Okay. But again, I'm thrilled that these are not all stuck together. I was afraid I was going to have to kind of deal with that a little, but no. Don Beebe, Irving Fryer. Henry Ellard, this guy was awesome. Man, he put up some real good numbers back then. John Taylor, Albert Lewis, Gary Anderson, Browner. Oh, yeah. All right, there we go. This is the card I wanted the most, of the ones that I did not have. Well, just anything, but of the ones I did not have. So here we go. Barry. I can put him right there. Very happy to get that. The late, great Cortez Kennedy. And Bob Golick. This is Mike Golick's brother. You guys might know him as a kind of radio and TV personality. Okay, next up for this. Another Carl Mecklenburg for the Broncos. And next up we have Hall of Famer Rod Woodson, Anthony Carter, Joe Phillips, Kevin Fagan, Eric Allen, Charles McRae, rookie, Ezra Tuaolo, rookie, Stanley Richard. We've got another one of the Idols. That's going to be Henry Ellard, and is that Bob Hayes, maybe? Yeah, Bob Hayes. So from what I hear, Bob Hayes was super fast. I'm trying to get it to focus. Not sure why it's having such a hard time there, but and then we'll go to Troy Aikman and Roger Staubach. Very cool. And we have another one of the Immaculate Receptions. All right. We have 4 more packs to go. All right. Hoping now for maybe a Montana, Marino. Jerry Rice would be nice. Chris Hinton. Chris Hinton was great. Steve Young. Nice card there. Darryl Talley. Oh, Rich Gannon. That's a good one. That's early on in his career. I think that's his second year card, I believe. Brad Muster. Morton Anderson. Oh, there's a good one. Emmett Smith. Game winners. And Stephen Bragg. Now, what on earth is that? Chasing a guy like Bragg is a lot tougher than catching a snake. So he hunts rattlesnakes. Okay. Stephen Bragg. Very good. 3 packs left. We've got a Scott Case. Tony Mandrich. Super bust. Merrill Hodge. Oh, another Michael Irvin. So I got 2 now. Blair Thomas. David Fulcher. He was a great player. Charles McRae again. Ezra again. Stanley again. Okay. Ooh, very nice. This is another one of the berries that I needed. Or is it? Well, anyway, it's one of the berries. So that's a nice card there. I have 3 of the 4. Maybe that's the one I have. I'll have to check later. All right, Lewis Lips, John Offerdahl, Will Wolford, Tom Tupa, Jeff Cross, Tim Crumry, Rob Thomas, Ernie Jones, Dennis Bird, Eddie Murray, Tim McDonald, and Myron Guyton. And for our final pack today, like I said, feel free to jump in and catch me for the second half of this as I bust that open another day. Bruce Matthews, Hall of Fame. Otis Anderson, great player. Ray Childress. Got a rookie of Jim Price. John Casey, he had quite the long career, if I remember right. Mo Lewis, Ronnie Lott, and Charlie Taylor, I believe, yeah. Thurman Thomas and Earl Campbell. And our final card is Charles Mann. All right, so quite the selection of, or quite the collection of cards there. I'll be back again next time to open up the second half of that box. Hopefully I can get the remaining Hall of Famers up there that I'm looking for. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a great time. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video again in the near future.